there's no better bet than a Sportingbet.
Hello, welcome along to Chasing the Dollar, brought to you by Sportingbet. Ben Damon's my name. We've got a couple of heats of the Summer Cup at Wentworth Park to have a look at, but Adam Pengilly, what a week it was last week. The Melbourne Cup Black Magic Opal was outstanding.
Yeah, it certainly was outstanding, Ben. Hello, everyone. Congratulations to Jason Thompson and Black Magic Opal. A fantastic win. Like we mentioned on last week's show, I thought the $1.95, $2 was a really good price, and with the ease of his victory, it certainly turned out that way. Luckily, we got the win on Thursday night, because Wentworth Park was a bit of a blowout on Saturday night, but hopefully a better grade of greyhound on Saturday night might be able to find a few winners, Ben.
Yeah, Jason Thompson was on the show last week. He tipped us Black Magic Opal with a great deal of confidence as well, so hopefully you were watching. Now let's get into Wentworth Park this Saturday night. It looks, well, a pretty difficult meeting, but some nice races with a couple of heats of the Summer Cup, and we kick it off with a free-for-all, and this is a pretty nice looking 520 metre race as well. Race 5 kicks them off. Where are you going?
Yeah, it's a really good race, Ben. Quite simply, I think if Double Twist jumps like she did last week, they can't beat her. 29.67 was the time last week, and it's hard to say it hasn't been coming, because if you look at some of her videos over the past couple of months, she really has been jumping a lot cleaner, but just finding loads of trouble. She's got the same box here, got a wide runner on her outside. I think if she's anywhere near the level she was last week, she just wins this race, even allowing for the class of greyhound she's up against. So happy to make number 2, Double Twist, my top pick. I'm giving number 1, Woods, a huge chance of running in the top 2 here. Got cluttered up early last week when drawn on the wrong side of Corborn Havoc. There seems to be a lot of early speed engaged out wide in this race here. He might be able to save some ground along the rail and run a really cheeky race. Number 7, Edge, has been in absolutely fantastic form. You'd love to have a greyhound like his in your kennel every week. I just think he's got away from those charmed box 1 and box 2 draws, so his task is a lot tougher from box 7 this week. Number 8, Double Trigger, goes in for 4th. Tough race, but I think number 2, Double Twist, is a pretty good bet.
Well, we've got 2 heats of the Summer Cup. It is a Group 3 event, the final coming up next week, and the first of them is race number 6. It's a nice-looking staying race as well. Some very good types going around here over the 720 metres. Where do you find the winner?
Yeah, this is a really, really good race, Ben. I'm actually going for a little bit of an upset and looking towards number 8, Belhaven here. Had grave concerns for her a couple of months ago. She looked like she almost come to the end of her tether, but her last couple of runs suggested to me that she's got the zip back in her legs. A couple of starts ago at Wentworth Park, ran second in really smart time. And if you have a look at the replay of her Bold Treese heat a couple of weeks ago, she was an absolute tragedy beaten when an unfortunate victim of the marring on the home turn there. She had Lucy Wise beaten stone cold motherless in that race, I thought anyway, and who knows what would happen if she made the final. From box 8 here, it's a right box. I think she can charge across from the outside. There's not a whole lot of early speed in this race. I'm suggesting she'll almost lead this race. If not lead, be second or third going into the first turn and run a mighty race from box 8. So happy to make her my top pick. Number 3, Smart Valentino, goes in for second. He was his own worst enemy in the first 50 metres of his Bold Treese heat, but really made up some ground late to run a close third. He's back to Wentworth Park from a suitable draw. He's going to go close as well. Number 1, Lucy Wise, was also a tragedy beaten in the Bold Treese final last week when she ran into a dead end on the home turn, which is going to whip straight past him. From box 1, she also has claims. And have a look at number 2, Dinah Werribee. Ran a huge race at Sandown last Thursday night, several lengths quicker than what they ran in the Bold Treese. From the draw, is also capable as well. This is a very, very tough race, but my numbers are 8, 3, 1 and 2.
Well, the second of the heats of the Summer Cup is race number 7. This is probably the weaker of the 2 heats you would have thought, but still a very nice-looking race, and you reckon it's a race in 2?
Yeah, I do, Ben. I'm finding it hard to see the winner coming from outside number 7, Corborn Looney, number 6, Dinah Willow. In the end, I've just leant towards Corborn Looney. I like the fact that she skipped the Bold Tree series, get ready for this series here back closer to home at Wentworth Park. From box 7 here, if she can just avoid a little bit of trouble early, I think she can be nice and handy going into the first turn and really strong late. If you have a look at her last run a couple of weeks ago at Wentworth Park, don't read too much into the fact that she beat the opposition fairly comfortably. What I do read into is the fact the time was really good on a pretty heavy track. I think she's getting somewhere back near her best here, and I think she's a pretty good bet. Number 6, Dinah Willow, ran a pretty big race at Sandown last Thursday night as well. The time she ran was also significantly quicker than the Bold Trees final. My only query with her, she hasn't seen the 720 metres at Wentworth Park. It's the first time at the track, so that's why I just tip the scales towards number 7, Corborn Looney. Number 2, Suits Us, might be a big improver in this race, and number 8, Set to Shine, is classy but has her work cut out from box 8. Hard to see the winner coming from outside number 7, number 6, but I'm going for Corborn Looney.
Race 8 is the final leg of the quaddie. It is the final of the Blue Paws Super Series, and we saw all of the heats of this race last week in the quaddie legs, which were very, very tough to pick. So how do you pick a winner in the final? The box draw is important, I guess.
Yeah, it was an absolute nightmare for us last week trying to work out the winners of the heats in this series, Ben, but I've ended up settling on number 1, Pablo Cruz, who managed to get the fly from the outside in his heat, and it was a space job after that. There seems to be a whole lot of early speed engaged in this race here. He's not the best beginner. He's a reasonably good beginner. From box 1, he should be able to track up along the rail, save some ground, maybe get on the back of a greyhound like Dynamite Charm and then be really strong late. So in a really open betting race, I made number 1 Pablo Cruz my top pick. Number 3 Dynamite Charm goes in for second. She was absolutely fantastic last week, bounced on the bunny and just kept bobbing. I think she's going to do the same thing again here. The question mark is how strong she's going to be late, but I've made her my second pick. Number 6 Velvet Fog. I'd be happy to make her my top pick in the race if she had drawn boxes 1, 2 or 3. From the 6, her task is going to be a lot harder, but she does have a lot of early speed to be prominent in this race. And number 7 Queen Esther looks the best of the rest and goes in for 4th. Tough race again, but my numbers are 1, 3, 6 and 7 with Pablo Cruz on top.
All right, Adam, give us your best bet on the program.
Gonna have to wait fairly late in the program, Ben. Race 9, number 5, Brooklyn Drive. Christy Sultana's bringing a smart one back to town. Now, she's first up for 6 months, which is a huge query, but her last start, she ran 29.89. There's a few smart ones in this race. With a bit of clear room, she can really motor.
Okay, give us some value.
Like I mentioned earlier, Ben, race 6, number 8, Belhaven. I think the market will be dominated by Lucy Wise and Smart Valentino, but I reckon she can run a mighty race from the outside box.
Okay, and the quaddie?
Yeah, difficult quaddie. We're going to try and trim it up early, go with double twist and just take Woods for insurance in the first leg, meaning we leave out Edge. In the second leg, we're going to take our top 4. So we're going to include Belhaven, Smart Valentino, Lucy Wise and Dinah Werribee. I think the winner of the second Summer Cup heat comes from Corborn Looney and Dinah Willow. And the fourth leg, we're going to include Pablo Cruz, Dynamite Charm and Velvet Fog.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking meeting at Wendy on Saturday night,
Yeah, some really good racing come up to Christmas, Ben, with the Summer Cup and also the Christmas gift on the horizon. So looking forward to Saturday night.
Yeah, certainly are. So you should continue to join us here on Chasing the Dollar.
There's no better bet than a sporting bet.